Hey everybody, it's been a while, so if my video sucks, I'm a little rusty, forgive me. I'll do my best though. Today we're going to wash a truck, and the reason I'm filming it is because I'm curious as to how much time I'm saving with a couple of products I bought. So I don't know if I've mentioned in the past, I drive a fuel truck and I live in the Northeast, and it's been a miserable, cold, nasty winter with a bunch of tiny little snowstorms that they just have been salting the death out of the roads for about a month and a half now. So this is the result of that. I don't know how well it's coming through on the camera, but this truck is absolutely disgusting. So I have a bunch of products that I use that should speed up the process. Products that I bought recently. It's just nasty, nasty. So I thought I'd make a video, see how it goes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rinse the truck. Then I got this Tool Daily foam cannon here from Amazon, and I filled it with good old Zep TNT. When I hand wash, I use other stuff, but for just a spray through a pressure washer, this is what I use. And then I'm actually pretty excited about this. I have an undercarriage wash. I used it on one of the other trucks. It saved me a ton of time, and for the 30 some odd dollars I've spent on it, it was well worth it. It's a Ridge washer, 16-inch undercarriage. There's the whole thing on the ground there. I used it on another truck and I couldn't believe how fast it was. And all I'm doing with it is spraying actually another chemical. It's called Salt Away. I've been using this stuff for decades as well. Good old Salt Away through the Salt Away mixer right into the pressure washer. It's actually the gigantic North Star pressure washer with the heater and all, which works quite well on itself. I do use heat. I run it around 130, 140 degrees just to, it seems like it helps a little bit. I don't run it too hot because you don't need it. If I'm burning grease off or something, it seems to work well, but for just a quick wash like this, it doesn't need to be that hot, and it actually cooks the O-rings out of the gun. So I don't run it that hot unless I need to. But here we go. Now I forgot to mention, when you spray on the Salt Away product, I'm going to do that last. So I'm going to rinse. I'm going to use the TNT. I'm going to rinse that off, and then I'm going to spray the whole truck with the Salt Away, and then I'm going to do the undercarriage with the Salt Away. The Salt Away is recommended that you do not rinse it off because it actually has corrosion inhibitors in it. So that's the last thing I'm going to do. It does leave a tiny little bit of haze on your windows. Not a big deal. I'd rather leave it on the truck than rinse it all off and lose my protection. So I'd rather leave it on the truck and then take some glass cleaner and just wash the mirrors and the windows when I'm done. tell you, I have another foam cannon, a different brand. That one actually works better. Side note, I turn off the heat for the salt away. I don't know if it matters or not, but I turn it off. Okay, we need to refill the salt away. It's gonna get kind of noisy here. Okay, here comes my favorite part. I really like this thing. Saves an awful lot of time and can get places where for the last 20 some odd years I have not been able to get. And I really don't like salt because it rusts everything to death, and being able to fight that makes me happy. Let's check it out. So this is the 16-inch model. I think there's a bigger one, a 24-inch. But it works well. Try and get a little bit of a close-up here. But yeah, pretty impressed for somewhere around $35. This thing works pretty well. Now, those of you that have washed your own trucks, when's the last time you were able to get underneath the rears like that? I've never been able to wash under there. And the frame, we run double frame trucks, so the frame starts to take a beating and the brakes start to get pretty ugly after a while from the rust because you can't wash under there. So thought I'd try this tool here for the 30 some odd dollars. It's I think well worth it. So let's finish up and we'll see what time we got. right, there we go. Again, not a show truck shine, but you know, it'll look good going down the turnpike on Monday. You know, far from good, good from far type of deal. But it is 10 years old. It's 2015. I've seen a lot of salt. I think it looks pretty good for that. So those are the products that I use, and it looks like we're right at about 1 hour and 1 minute total, so probably about 50 minutes total of wash time. And you know, I thought maybe it would help some of you guys out. Again, I've been washing my trucks for decades, and I've never been able to get underneath there, and I've always been looking for something to help me do that, and I finally found it. So thought I'd share. I'll put links down in the at the bottom of the screen. Let's quick do a little tour here, and I'll show you the end result, and that'll be it. You might remember how much salt was under here, and I didn't scrub anything, I just washed it. All right, thanks for watching.